Hey all, it's Dan from MrGrey, Dandalf the Grey. I made a podcast with Parple where we spoke about debunking and whether it's 100% real and facts and what have you, and the stuff you should do with debunking when it comes to that kind of thing. We also spoke about UFOs, and we also spoke about the Stranger Things ending. Now this is the full length of podcast you're about to watch. If you liked it, please leave a like, and if you really liked it, maybe just drop a little sub. Yeah. But for those who don't want to watch the entire podcast of us just waffling on about bollocks, basically, I am going to be splitting these up into sections, which will be out on the channel in the next few days. Anyway, enjoy. Anyway, Parple, welcome to another podcast.
Happy 2026.
Happy New Year, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, happy New Year.
Yeah. I'm no longer calling this the weird and wonderful world of Mr. Grey, because you're with me all the time on these podcasts, so we'll have to come up with another name at some point.
Well, did you see the thumbnail that I sent to you?
No. When did you send that to me?
I'm going to send it to you via text message next. So I also emailed it to you, but I'm going to send it to you via message.
Yeah, I'm rubbish checking my emails. You should know by now.
So this is the best because obviously, I've got my own AI-based system that I've been building.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
So look. Who the hell is that bald guy behind you? I love it, though. I do love it.
It's great. But it's just got a podcast with Parple at the bottom.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, no, I do like that thumbnail.
I thought you'd appreciate
the
writing with the naming.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit too AI'd, though.
Yeah, me too. I look about 4,000 years old in it.
I look like a gone wrong Jason Hawes.
That takes some going wrong, that does, doesn't it? Takes some serious going wrong.
I think we'll have to have a look at that thumbnail later on.
But you can just use that.
I'll absolutely use it, as long as I can...
No, I mean, you can use it as a base because...
No, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'll have to alter us because...
Yeah,
we look inhuman.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my inhuman aging.
Yeah. What have we been doing?
Working.
Fascinating.
And Amy, she wants to watch through all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Nice. I want to do it myself. I've been building up to it.
So we've just finished Iron Man 3.
Nice. Do you know what I watched the other day for the first time? And I really bloody enjoyed it.
Go on.
Fantastic Four. I hated the original films, by the way. I was not a fan. And I thought I was going to hate this one because I believe you cannot put a Elastic Man, which looks good, on a live action movie. But I really like this one, I must admit. Go on. I can see from your face you didn't like it. Go on.
No, I'm going to give it another go. I think it's going to be one of those ones that I have to give another go. So, for example, there have been a couple of Marvel films that I hated when they first come out.
Me too.
But then watched them afterwards and then enjoyed them.
Me too.
One of them, I think, was down to the person that played it. But once I got beyond that, it was Doctor Strange.
Oh, I really like the Doctor Strange. I like Cumberbatch as well, mine. So
I couldn't get past it because I loved Strange Tales as a kid.
I never watched that.
No, Strange Tales is a comic book with Doctor.
Oh, right. I got you right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I loved Strange Tales, but hated. The first time I watched it, I really disliked it and I struggled with it. I also struggled with Black Panther.
Black Panther I enjoyed, but it wasn't a film I was going to go back and watch over and over again for me, But I did enjoy it.
The only thing I appreciated was the line that came out of it.
Boom, bang, that one?
No, which was because you had Andy Serkis,
Martin
Freeman,
and
somebody else, and they were called the Tolkien White Guys. Which I thought was quite clever.
That is clever,
yeah. So that's been that, and then obviously just preparing for my new travels. That's what's my Christmas and New Year's been.
Very nice. I had the standard Christmas of most middle-aged white UK men.
I don't think most middle-aged white UK men wake up and go, I'm pretty sure my phone was in one piece yesterday.
Well, that was New Year's Day, actually. But no, I'll tell you about Christmas Day, actually, right? Because it's quite funny. Christmas Eve, I didn't go out anywhere. I had 2 pints and I went home, right? And I think I went to bed about, I think it was like 11 p.m. or something like that, because I was going to get up early because the plan was to go to my brother's. I mean, my mother have a dinner there, then I was going to go over to my dad's in the afternoon and, not have dinner, but like just go there. Anyway, I couldn't get asleep all night, Christmas Eve, could not get asleep. I think it was about 2:45 a.m. No, sorry, it was 4 a.m. I looked at the clock, oh my God, I can't get asleep. But then about 5 a.m. I started, I'm starting to feel sleepy now. So I went to sleep thinking I'll wake up about 9 o'clock. Anyway, I woke up to my front door being hammered on. I thought, who is that? And I thought, I'm just going to ignore it. And I looked at the clock.
Was it Santa?
No. I looked at the clock. I thought, shit, it's 11:30 p.m. I'm going to have to get ready, and go down.
11:30 p.m.?
Yeah. Sorry, a.m.
Pull through Christmas.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought, shit, I'm a bit late, but I'll be all right. Anyway, I was ignoring the knock because I thought I'm just going to lay up 5 more minutes. Anyway, it kept on knocking. I said, all right, I'm going to go fucking answer this. Who the hell is this? It's my mother. My brother had brought her up to my house because she thought, Daniel, I thought something happened to you. I'm like, Mom, are you serious? Are you serious? The one lion I've asked for. And even though it wasn't a lion, I went to bed really late. But yeah, that was my Christmas day. I got knocked up and she thought I was like in a gutter somewhere or something.
Oh, people can take that one now that Dan got knocked up on Christmas.
Yeah, I did. On New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, I went out for a few pints, but again, it was nothing mad because most people around here don't go out on New Year's Eve. It's always New Year's Day. And I went home about 8 o'clock and I did my usual thing. I think I played some video games. I went to bed about 10:30, 11 p.m. Looked at my phone, usual thing I do before I go to bed. Shouldn't do that, but I do it. And woke up the next morning, my phone was destroyed, not smashed. It already had a crack in it from when I had it like a week after. But the screen was completely gone. Completely gone. The digitizer's wrecked in it. Tried to fix it, nothing. Went downstairs. All right, I tell you what, I'm going to reheat that shish kebab I had last night. Put the microwave on. It was like a diesel engine. I thought, that's weird. So that was destroyed. So I had the microwave and my phone broke on New Year's Day, and I thought, that's not a good omen for 2026 for me so far. And yeah, that was my Christmas and New Year.
But did you get a new phone and microwave?
Nope. I still haven't got a new microwave, and I went back to my old phone, which if I keep it unplugged for more than an hour, it will die. And I can't get Discord on it. I can't get other things I can't remember now. But yeah, that's me.
You hate phones anyway. So.
I do hate phones. I hate touchscreen. I despise touchscreen phones. I remember back in the day, I had my first ever iPhone. I had the iPhone 2G.
Yeah.
When they first came out. Because the company I was working with, it was a company phone. I didn't buy it. It was a company phone. And I thought, this is amazing. This is the best thing I've ever seen. Like, I watch YouTube and watch videos in HD. I think it was like...
What's your favourite phone you've ever owned? You've got to have one phone where you've actually... Because, like, for me, right?
Go on.
And you'll understand this. Other people won't. And they'll be in the comments like, that is so sad. But sometimes you can watch a film and be like, I need that piece of technology. And mine... was the Matrix phone.
Yes, I had the Matrix phone. Yeah. I had the flip down like that and the scrolling wheel. Yeah, I had the Matrix phone. I had the Matrix phone. I also had the Sony Ericsson flip phone, which Angelina Jolie and Tomb Raider had. Or she did an advert for it, if I remember. I can't remember now. But yeah, I had that phone. I loved that phone. But I love the old school phones. I like the Nokia 3210s and stuff like that. And
my favourite phone was the Nokia Leaf phone.
I never saw that.
You don't know what that is? Please find a picture of it and put it into...
I will.
Because it is literally shaped like a leaf.
Oh, really?
I like quirky shit, as you know.
Yeah, I don't remember that
more
phone.
Quirky, the better. And it was fantastic.
I could tell you what my first ever mobile phone was. And I was the first out my mates who got one. Because at the time, I think it was late 90s probably. And we were like so anti-mobile phone. Whenever we see someone on a mobile phone, look at that posh git. Right?
I can remember mine as well, and the network it was on.
I think I remember the network. I think it might have been Orange or I can't remember. But anyway, it was a Bosch phone made by Bosch, the makers who usually do hardware tools.
Yeah,
they made a mobile phone. It was a clear case with
They
a
still
massive
make
antenna.
phones.
Do they?
Bosch,
Bloody hell.
JCB, and Cat still make phones. Yeah.
Cat, I can understand because that's made for like building sites. But yeah, my first ever mobile phone was a Bosch phone, and I went to my mate's house. Actually, thinking about it, I went to my mate's house, and I had it in my phone. I didn't tell him I had it. All of a sudden, a text or a notification or something came through, and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" Oh yeah, it's me and my mobile phone. They ripped the piss out of me for about 3 days.
Mine was up. Do you remember 1-to-1, the network?
Yeah.
Mine was a 1-to-1 Motorola phone.
Nice.
It was the one that came out before the BT Cellnet phones that were everywhere.
Yeah.
Remember those? Yeah, it was the one that came out before that. I loved it. It had a massive aerial. It was brilliant. I love that.
Nice.
It's my favorite. One of my favorite phones ever because it's lasted forever.
Yeah. But no, like mobile phones, they are well handy, but I wish they weren't around. Because it's too inconvenient not to go out your door.
Yeah. Especially with, do you know what mobile phones have done to modern production houses?
No.
So you're quite like this. So now, when you put together a TV show, as you know, it goes to audience warming to test how a test pilot audience will react to the TV show. Now you have to do it to audiences, and they basically have to come to the point of they have to simplify the entire show for the audience that will spend most of the time on the phone. So they actually do us, and then if that's why a lot of shows over-explain now.
Oh, okay. I hate that.
Yeah. But when you think about it logically, it's unsurprising. I think if you now go and watch programs and watch it with that in mind, you can I can actually see what they've done here.
Yeah. Now you said it, yeah.
Yeah. Because I call it the CSI thing. When CSI it used to do something, and then they used to explain how it was done for 20 minutes to dumb it down to the lowest level possible.
Yes.
And that's what they do with everything now.
It's like how every science fiction movie, when they're using wormholes or black holes, they do the pencil through the paper thing.
Yep, every single
one.
Yeah. Apart from Stranger Things that did flee on a tightrope.
We'll get to Stranger Things though.
Yeah. We're gonna have some disagreements here, aren't we?
What? Definitely. I already know. But no, when it comes to mobile phones, I really wish that touchscreens didn't exist, because once that's gone, you can't use it. At least with the old school phones, you had physical buttons. Yeah. You know, and I'm not a fan.
And if you remember, if you ever dropped anything on your phone, do you remember what you used to do? Take the kid and change the buttons.
Yeah. You could change the buttons. You could change the front. Every batteries. Honestly, I hate today's phone. We are not advancing, people. I know it looks like from something a PJ from Star Trek. I know, but this isn't an advancement. This is an annoyance to me, because I drop phones all the time. But this one's cracked. I think every single phone I've had, I've cracked within about 2 weeks. Because I'm one of those people, I don't need a phone case, man. I'm not going to do anything. I drop it every time.
See, I put a phone case on every phone case, and a screen protector. Yeah. Because I'm that clumsy.
Yeah. But no, the thing is, right, because what I usually do with these phones now, like phones for the last 20 years, whatever, if I sit down somewhere, I don't like it being in my pocket, so I'll put it on my lap or something. And because they're so smooth and thin, they just immediately drop off. And it'll be all right. But eventually they crack. Yep. Whereas my old Nokia, my Sony Ericsson, my Bosch, I could drop them off the bloody Empire State Building and they'd be fine.
Yes, they would.
Yeah, so
yeah, they would survive.
Yeah.
They're like Cliff Richard. There's just no killing them.
Yeah.
And the older they get, the hotter they get.
Yeah.
There could be a load of people now, like, who's Cliff Richard?
I know. Yeah, who the hell is Cliff Richard?
You can have people that are too young to be like, who's Cliff Richard? And you can have the people in America and be like, who's Cliff Richard?
I can guarantee I can go into work tomorrow and ask about 7 people who Cliff Richard is. They wouldn't have a clue.
Wouldn't have a clue.
They wouldn't have a clue.
Generation.
100% generator. Well, I say that, though. I'm not going to... I always go on about this. I'm not going to say kids are dumb these days. I'm really not. But...
You can, because I've got 3 and 2 of them are.
Yeah, no, it's that thing I always say, and like I always sound like an old person when I'm saying it. But it's like a lot of kids these days don't know shit. Because like I said, I can go into work and I'll mention something to like I said, like a bunch of them in work. I say, "Have we ever seen this film? Or do you know about this part of history?" Like, no, I wasn't born back then. I wasn't born during King Henry VIII. I know all about him. You know,
Yeah, we know who Thomas Cromwell
Yeah.
is, for crying out loud.
Yeah,
this is. I had this conversation with Amy, and I was like, "What surprises me?" So my eldest turned 18 on New Year's Eve, right?
By the way, before we go further, I should state not all kids are dumb, but there's a lot because there's a lot of social media issues which have caused this. But anyway, go on.
But yeah, this is my point. I have to agree because James is 18, right? I look at him and I'm thinking, by this time I'd spent a year in the army.
Yeah.
I was thinking about where I'm going to live when I come out. I was thinking about the future. I was planning ahead. You know, now I look at him and all I see is him sitting there, and I reckon, do you know that the Simpsons?
Yeah.
That's all I see. That's all. I mean, he's qualified. He's qualified as a barber. He's done his qualifications.
It's just a monkey on a unicycle.
Yeah, and he's been to college and he's done his qualifications. He's qualified as a barber, but at the moment he's happy enough to work in the pub rather than going to do what he's qualified in. And I think it is just the social media generation.
You know my thoughts on social media in general. I know I use it. I do use it, for those wondering. I do absolutely use it. But you know my thoughts, because I see people walking down the street with their heads in their phones, not looking up, not looking what they're doing, not looking where they're going, and they refuse to learn anything because they have all these tools at their hands now where they can Google something.
Yeah.
And I do genuinely think it's making people dumb.
Yes.
I genuinely think that.
Yep. I had somebody, while I was sitting next to Amy, telling me the Googled information about medical conditions.
No, don't do that.
While I'm sitting next to Amy at this point, telling me that she's wrong.
Yeah.
Because Google says so. I was like, what the fuck?
My mother Googles ailments all the time. I tell man, don't. It'll just give you the worst possibility or the wrong possibility. You know, don't do that. Go to the doctor.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, no, I hate going on about it because I go on about it all the time. But yeah, I'm not a fan of social media. I use Twitter simply because I can't get off it. Because I just browse the news. Sometimes it's the wrong news, but I just look at it. You know, I don't say anything on these days. And YouTube, obviously, I use that, obviously.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm sounding like an old person again, don't I? So.
But YouTube has gone from, you'll remember as well as I do, you remember YouTube Broadcast Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gone from that now to almost like, do you remember the old American high school films?
Yeah.
And it used to always do the same thing. We've got the jocks, we've got the nerds,
yeah.
We've got
the stereotypes.
YouTube has actually formed into that. If you think about it, you've got your nerd content, you've got your...
Oh, yeah.
In the biggest sections, you've got your nerd content, you've got the fitness content.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean now.
Beauty.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way that YouTube's gone. It's gone from less about broadcasting yourself, more to about individual groups trying their hardest to shit on each other.
Yes.
For the sake of betterment and an extra bit of cash.
I see it, and it annoys me. It's the same with the paranormal, UFO, anything, any community. Yeah, all those art community.
Yeah, because you were saying the other day about the Twitter community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is the absolute worst. Honestly, the absolute fucking worst. I mentioned Elon Musk in that video, and I got some shit for that. Fuck Elon Musk. Fuck Elon Musk.
Yeah,
I'll say that right now.
I mean, I wouldn't, because the analysis afterwards would be too much for me to... Just in a piece of paper and making notes on it, I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think now YouTube's very much misunderstood because of all, like I've said this to you before, there's so much misinformation.
It is.
That flies around and portrayed as absolute fact. And it was one of these things, like during going through this whole copyright gate. One thing that, me and you have always known, and it's there in YouTube's T's and C's, while people claim fair use, which technically is a legal defense, but while people will claim fair use, the moment you say that's fake and that's a fact, unless you can prove it, you ain't covered. You're not. Your fair use is no longer a defense, because then it's slander.
Yeah, the thing is, the fair use as well, I think people mistake it. It's a defense. It's not
a legal defense.
Yeah, it's not something you can just put forward. I put disclaimers in my descriptions, but it's like from years ago now. I don't really change them.
Yeah. Well, that's the actual thing. It's the interesting thing now.
But even then, I'm very careful what I do. Extremely careful.
Or if you actually go into any copyright specialist's website and then you actually look about the YouTube sections and then about disclaimers, it says in infinite amounts, disclaimer don't mean shit.
No, they don't. They don't. I know.
Yeah, but you can put whatever you want on there. It's not going to cover you for anything.
No.
Because simply put, at its core, whether you're a doctor, a teacher, or a paranormal investigator, YouTube will always be and only be an entertainment platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all for entertainment. Simple as that.
I know.
And I think that's the thing that people struggle to grasp with it.
No, I agree.
People take things as factual, and it's just become like the vilest pit of.
Yeah. And I've said this for so long, you got to be so careful about saying what's fact, what this is what it is, or this is what it could be.
Yeah.
You got to be careful because.
Yeah, you've got to be so careful.
You have, yeah.
Realistically speaking, this is a question. Can I ask you this question? Give me an honest answer.
As honest as I can. Let me have a whiff. No, go on, I'm joking.
Yeah, no. So, say tomorrow I create a debunking video.
Yeah.
Yep. And in that debunking video, I say, this is a mask and that's a fact. Yep. I can absolutely 100% guarantee that's a mask. I'm never going to be able to be sure of that unless it's a direct 100% I can prove it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You look at it and go, no.
Yeah.
Everybody else looks at it and goes, no. Then am I as guilty as the people that I'm saying are as fake because I'm lying to my audience to get them to believe something that's not true?
Well, unless you're blatantly lying about it, you might be mistaken.
I agree. You may be, but what we can all I think we can comfortably say that every single ghost video on YouTube, anything
define ghost videos before I was just about to say is bollocks, but define it.
Yes, no, but that's basically what I'm going to say to you. Anything that's got paranormal activity in it is either a natural occurrence, somebody faking it,
or
that's it.
Or just
something along those.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like no, you're right. Actually, it's either a natural occurrence that people are reaching to or mistaken for, or it's bollocks and people are just making it up and faking stuff.
But if I was to misuse a position of power, is that right or wrong?
No, it is wrong. Yeah, of course it is.
Mm.
Yeah,
because I think that is going to become a rife thing. I really think it is.
Well, it is a right thing.
Like, because I've had it before. Like, I've literally had. I won't name them. I think you are aware of who they are. That I had a video that I'd put because I used to create a series of little videos under different alpha accounts.
Oh yeah.
And then people.
I remember you telling me, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and like the person debunked it, and I'm on the phone with this person, and he's telling me how it was done and how I had no idea what I was talking about until I told him it was my own.
Oh, right. I don't know. I didn't know about this conversation. No.
Yeah. So basically what I'd done is it is somebody pointing out an obvious mask and it's a blatant mask and you can tell where the mask is. And there is no mask. It's literally exactly the same piece of footage. And the second piece of footage just has the opacity turned out.
Right, yeah.
And it's just got someone going across.
Wait. I think you have mentioned this. I think I know what clip you're on about now.
I think it's actually you featured it on one of your videos.
Is it a bike?
It is a bike.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
yeah. That's the exact one. Yeah,
I do remember now. Yeah.
I've had another.
I want to ask you a question. I want an honest to God answer.
Go ahead.
Honest as you possibly can. If you don't want to say it, you don't have to say it, but tell me after the thing.
Of course.
Do you have a top 5 ghost channel on YouTube?
Do I have a top 5 ghost channel on YouTube? No, I don't.
Okay.
Promise. I would tell you now, honestly.
I think it'd be hilarious if you did, honestly. I would. And I'd feature in Bingo Bollocks. Absolutely.
No, I mean, it could be a good idea. I reckon I've got maybe 35 videos that have been featured by drunkers.
So is this just stuff you've uploaded to TikTok or something, or
yeah, so it's stuff it's
all on Reddit or something?
No, always been on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Always TikTok.
See, you're the reason I don't like TikToking, Purple.
It's actually got to the place, right? And this person knows about this, so I
Wait, have I featured any of your clips on mine? Apart from the bicycle one.
you have, yeah.
Okay. Fuck yeah, you gotta tell me which ones. You got to tell me which ones.
So the second round started. You don't know about this, but the person who featured it, because he made a whole video about it. Do you remember the Miami Mall aliens?
Oh yeah, of course I do.
And do you remember all the people that were like wearing masks and saying they were there and like?
I don't remember that. No, I don't know. Wearing masks and saying what? Saying they were in Miami at the time, you mean?
Yeah, they're in Miami.
Oh no, I haven't seen
let
that.
them
No.
speak and that to hide the face. Most of them were me.
Oh my god!
Simply Strange made full videos about them, and he knows now it was me.
I need to hunt these videos down at some point, honestly.
My American accent, I must say, right? I think. Give me a second. I think I've got one on my phone.
You're blowing my mind here right now, Purple.
My niece was like, "How the shit is that you?" Let me see if I've got that video.
I don't remember seeing masked interviews or anything like that, but I mean, I might have. I don't know. It was a while ago now.
I don't know if you're about to hear this.
It's a ton of it. What happened in Miami?
It looks familiar, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. This went everywhere, this did.
Oh my god. I have to hunt that down somewhere.
This is me just fucking with people. Just for fun.
You're a master of disinformation, Purple.
No, I just got so fed up. I was watching people like debunk your things. I'm sitting there like, are you on crack?
See, because I remember you talking about that bicycle one, and ever since then I thought I gotta be really careful now what I say, because if Purple's clips pop up and I say some dumb shit, I'm gonna get a text.
Because like with me, and it was on the we discussed this to do with Candlegate, with the whole
the really haunted thing, yeah.
The really haunted thing, and my reach has always been, if somebody like really haunted is gonna fake something.
I gave before we go further. I remember making a video about that. I gave my opinion. Most logical, which with no editing or nothing like that, and apparently somebody showed the back of the table and I was wrong.
It was me.
Yeah.
So basically, but I've said this to you before as well with people like that. The jump is never going to be, would they do the magnet and stuff like this when all of their videos have featured a basic mask, some fishing wire. That is basically their whole forte.
Yeah, but
because he churns out so much lazy stuff.
Yeah, I always say whenever a channel does something spectacular when it comes to paranormal stuff, and people say, "Oh, would they go that far?" Yeah, of course they would.
Oh yeah,
of course they'd go that far.
They definitely would. I mean, I love Mellow Birds. Mellow Birds is still one of my favourite. Like, you remember him?
Of course, I he featured in like some of my earlier videos. Mellow Bird did.
I love Mellow Birds. I love Michael D. McGee.
Michael D. McGee was good.
It was great.
Yeah.
He wasn't as good, but I think one of the first people we ever like chatted about, and still we talk about him, is Tim Morosoff.
He is hands down one of the best out there for visual effects, practical effects.
Yeah, like he is a pioneer in not just that, but also that whole atmospheric presentation.
His atmosphere is brilliant.
Yeah.
Nobody
beats that.
Sorry?
YouTube. Nobody beats that on YouTube.
I've always said this from the beginning. Tim Morosoff's atmosphere and like sort of visual storytelling is top notch, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. But yeah, I just like to put a few things out there to mess with people.
You like fucking with people, Pablo.
I do. Because it's really funny just watching them just sit there and break down this video with the most ridiculous stuff ever.
Yeah.
And just so you know, and I don't mind saying it.
Go on.
Right? That's not over. I have a plan to do another bunch of them.
I can't wait.
And let me tell you as well, I spoke to a person about this, and I will speak to you about this offline.
Okay.
And I'm 100% confident debunkers will not get it right. I'm 100% confident because it's not. I know this hasn't been done on YouTube before.
Interesting.
Ever.
Interesting. I like that challenge actually.
Yeah,
I like that. I can't wait. I can't think what hasn't been done. To be honest with you. I'll wait and see.
You'll wait and see, and then I'm just gonna Lion King them into the ether and let them float around for a little while.
Do you know what? I've always said over the last couple of years, like jokingly and like after I think should I of making a top 5 paranormal channel, but well, saying that because I can't do it, see, because I genuinely can't sit there and be serious about it. I generally can't do that. That'd be
my problem.
Yeah, I can't be serious.
But may I ask, when you asked that question whether I had one, did you actually think that there was one that was mine?
Yes.
Was it?
No, I've been thinking this for a while. Because there's a lot of top 5 AI narrated ghost channels out there now.
Yeah.
And I thought, and I generally, for a while now, I thought, I wonder if this is Pablo's channel. I've thought that for a bloody while because I know what you like.
Yeah,
I know what you like.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm not even sure you're telling me the truth right now.
I absolutely 100% promise you faithfully. I am.
Okay, I'll wait till next week when you do now create it.
If I had, I would say yes. I've got one. Go find it.
Yeah, I wish you had one now, so I would go find it.
But I wouldn't use an AI voice. I would put my own voice in.
With a filter or something, isn't it? Yeah, because to be honest, when it comes to AI narrated channels or videos, unless it's in PBB, I instantly, my brain switches off.
Yeah, I think everybody's does now.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
It's a promising thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about the AI bubble? Do you think it's going to burst?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because of all the lawsuits that are going on and the fact of, like, for example, as you know, I got hit by a copyright takedown notice for something that I own. Yeah, from my intro music for my stream, but I bought the license to it and wrote.
Oh, I think I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Now there's an ongoing battle with Suno, which a lot of people obviously use.
I don't know what Suno is. Is it like Sora AI or something?
Yeah, but for audio.
Okay, right.
So that's why I always say to people, buy the license for what it costs.
Yeah.
Pay the artists so they're getting something.
I don't like going on about AI. But I do go on about it a lot. Especially like lately, the last, say, I don't know, year maybe. I've been going on about it. Because it was fun in the beginning. And it still is. It genuinely still is fun. I see people have fun with it. I'm fine with that. I've always said I'm fine with that. But there's a lot of shit out there now. I'm not just talking about top 5 channels. There's a lot of like dangerous shit out there, which are being created now with these video generation algorithms, we'll call it.
Which is what I think will put the final nail in the coffin, and it will become heavily regulated.
I think it should be regulated. I absolutely think it should be regulated. Because I'm telling you, it's getting to it. I mentioned this in a video the other day. A certain leader of a certain first world country believed an AI-generated video of another country's essentially parliament getting attacked by a drone. And it wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
But he tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's dangerous. What if he was like, oh my God, click the button or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure that wouldn't happen, but shit has happened over AI videos now, and it's like,
yeah, it has,
it's getting worse. In fact, Grok. Have you seen the thing about Grok recently?
No.
Grok. I'm sure you know what Grok is. No, for those who don't know, Grok is the Twitter's version of, say, ChatGPT. It can create images, create videos, and give you look up things. It gets things wrong, like every other thing like that. But recently now, it's been found out that you can ask Grok to, say you have a photo of a famous actress, actress, whatever. You can ask Grok, please put this actress in a bikini or something like that. And people have been doing it to very younger actresses on Grok, and it's been found out that Grok has been not making them naked, I should say, but you can ask Grok, remove this clothing and put this on them. And, there's been some very dodgy content created of that.
And, I bet it has. And then it's been distributed.
Yes.
And then back to good old dark web of 20 years ago.
Yeah,
The cycle starts all over again.
And, that could give people ways of doing revenge porn and shit like that. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's dangerous. Yeah. I know I go on about it. I know I go on about it all the time, but because I see the dangers of it. I see the dangers. It annoys me as well. Some things annoy me about it. Like I know I go on about top 5 narrated channels. It annoys me, but it's not. Technically, it's not hurting anyone. But I also
it's actually hurting themselves now because. So YouTube / Google terms of service.
I know what you're going to say, and then I know what you're going to say, but when did they bring it out? 3 months ago, 4 months ago now?
No, it's about 4 days ago, 2nd of January.
Oh, only now it's coming into effect. All right, I was going to say, for those who don't know, by the way, what you were about to say, when I rudely interrupted you, sorry, is YouTube and Google now come up with a policy now saying that if you have a full-blown AI-generated, AI-narrated channel, you can't monetize it. Is that the thing you were going to say?
That is the thing, but there's also more to it than that.
Go on.
Just like Facebook do. So if you upload I know you're not on Facebook, but if you upload a Facebook video or reel and it's downloaded from your YouTube and it's got subscribe, which it triggers the algorithm on Facebook, knows it's a YouTube video or go to my YouTube channel, it doesn't want you to do that. Facebook want you to stop there because it's more beneficial for them. So therefore it stops giving you impressions, putting your video out there.
Right.
Yep. Google / YouTube doing exactly the same thing with anybody that's using or advertising the words ChatGPT in their videos because Google have Gemini.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. And Google don't want to be on their...
They don't want to market anyone else's product.
Yeah. For example, there's a video that went up on a work channel, which has over 1 million subscribers. It had... the ChatGPT icon in the thumbnail. We got 5,000 views on a channel with 1 million subs.
Thing is, I've made some videos about AI and I've put the ChatGPT and the SOAR AI and I thought, they didn't do very well now, I know.
Yeah. But there's just so much. The one thing I do admire about I think first things first, obviously, there's a lot of misunderstanding about algorithm.
Yeah.
Like, people think it's a magical box called the algorithm
that
will do this and do that and do this and do that. It's a series of checkboxes. An algorithm is essentially audience.
Yeah.
It's essentially one and the same. Like, going back then, things have changed so much to now of what it will push you for. Like, YouTube don't actually give a shit anymore about swearing.
No, they don't. They actually stated that a couple of months back. You can absolutely say the fuck you want.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want, including the curly cut word, but we won't do that here.
The curly cut. No, we won't.
Yeah. But you can say pretty much anything you want, but you will be punished for being inflammatory.
And so you should, to be honest with you. Yeah.
But
do you know what pisses me off about it? I know I'm interrupting you all the time. I do apologize, but it's because I have a thought process I have to get out, Purple. Sorry, I'm punching my desk all of a sudden. But you know what annoys me about that shit? Inflammatory and all that. Like, people say, well, it's free speech. There's not free fucking speech.
Opinion is free speech.
Opinion is free speech. You can't suddenly become a Nazi and expect it to be okay because of free speech.
This is the thing, like the point I tried to make. You could make a video and I could say, in my opinion, I think that part of the video was wrong here. I think it was wrong because here's a countering piece of information. Opinion.
Yeah.
If I then made the same video and went, that man's an absolute prick and he's wrong and he's a loser and he's an idiot, then it's inflammatory, defamatory.
Yeah.
And it's cruel.
Yeah. No, I agree. Punish inflammatory remarks, videos, whatever. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not saying send them to jail before anyone gets on me for that shit. No. But punish the video.
In terms of YouTube.
Yeah, punish the video. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely.
Which is what I think seems to be the case of what's happening now as well.
Yeah.
Just because of, obviously you can see channels are getting punished by... I've been remarkably lucky because having a lack of filter when I used to do debunking video.
You did, yes.
having a massive lack of filter to actually, doing what I'm doing now
Yeah.
the change is remarkable.
Mm.
Like just the value of 1,000 views for me has gone up. Like,
Yeah.
2,000%.
Yeah. No, I think it's great.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
And I just
I like what they're doing.
Yeah, I just want to state, by the way, I'm for free speech. I'm totally for it. I'm not against stopping anyone from saying what they want, but I'm also for consequences.
Yeah.
There has to be consequences.
Yes.
You can't go on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, and say the most racist, horrible shit and not expect consequences. And you can't say, I'm just exercising my free speech. No, you're not. You're being a prick. And you deserve to be shot down, you fuck.
Yes.
And again, I should state it just in case not shot in real life. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Honestly.
But you are you're absolutely correct. The whole mannerism. I think, do you know what it comes down to? And it circles back to what we're saying about like the kids. And I think now it comes down to a lack of a moral compass.
Yeah, 100%. 100% no moral compass anymore on a lot of people.
And it was something I've said with you before, and I don't agree. And it was a point I raised about Jason Hawes.
Yeah.
And Satori.
Right.
Satechi's. I read Satechi because I've got a little disk drive of Satechi here. Like, as a parent, if my child is gaining money by deception, I'm not doing my job as a parent.
Yeah, I totally see what you mean. And I'm not a parent, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But no, I totally get what you're saying. My thing was, like you said, I was always like, dad would never throw their daughter under the bus. Not in public, I say. Anyway.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
You can't really get buses in private anyway.
No. But no, I totally get what you're saying. And like I said, I'm not a parent, so I don't know.
Understandably in public, but as a dad behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes,
like,
of course.
Yeah, you'd be like, cut the shit.
Cut the shit. Oh, no, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Cut the shit.
Cut the shit. Because it's simple as that. Because that you can't call yourself a most reasonably minded paranormal investigator who debunks. Who, by the way, doesn't debunk anything on his paranormal investigations.
I haven't seen his investigations since the TV show, so I don't know.
You haven't seen his investigations?
No.
So his investigations are sort of like the truth. Do you remember Me, Myself, and Irene?
Yeah, love that.
Yeah. Well, he hears more voices through paranormal devices apparently than Jim Carrey did through the entire filming process. I'm
gonna have to watch them. I don't know. I haven't watched them.
I watched some live on Halloween, and I just chuckled to myself.
Oh, okay.
Because the EVPs. Wow, we will.
I'll have to watch them. Like I said, I've seen like various clips on the internet. That's about it. Yeah. I haven't really watched an investigation.
Yeah, but I think if you go back, if you're going to put yourself into that position of, because he was a respected person in paranormal investigations, it kind of undoes it, doesn't it? Yeah. No, I mean, I'm going to defend him on this. He is in a really difficult position of that. He's supposedly the figurehead of the paranormal investigations back in the day, and then you have someone in your family doing that kind of thing, and deep down he must know his bollocks. He must absolutely absolutely,
but he can't say it.
If my Senka came home and was like, if I hold hands with my mate I can communicate with the dead, I'll be like, hold on a minute, son. Let's pump the brakes a little bit and let's talk about this whole barbering thing you should be doing.
Get out the fucking pub.
Next subject, because I know what you want to talk about.
Right. There's actually a few questions in the post I put out, which are some interesting one, or we could move on to the Stranger Things. It's up to you.
Let's do the questions first and then move on to the Stranger Things.
Right. I'm going to show these on the screen when I get to it eventually, but right, there's a really good one. Where is it? Well, this is a normal one, which it won't take us long to answer. Somebody asked it from Sage Rose 80, and they ask, "Will you ever travel internationally with Purple?"
I'll let you answer that.
Yes. As soon as I sort my bloody passport out, which I'm hoping to do this weekend. I'm hoping to do it this weekend. I am, because I'm getting nagged about it.
Yeah.
And they're right.
I know who's nagging you.
Yeah, it's because I just haven't had a chance over Christmas and stuff. But no, I am absolutely going to be traveling internationally.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to the dangerous shit he goes to. Like, are you going to Kazakhstan or something like that? Or
Yeah, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan.
So, yeah,
I would like to go to Afghanistan, but I don't think Amy would agree with that one.
do you know what? I genuinely would like to go to Afghanistan, but I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
The problem, if I go to Afghanistan, I can't get back into America, and I'm going to America twice, I believe, this year.
Oh, you can't go to America.
No.
Oh, because it's on your passport. You've been to Afghanistan.
Yeah, which was obviously one of the problems
And
I've had.
And your passport looks like a Mexican cartel member.
Yes. Because obviously, as you know, I got held for questioning the last time I went to America for 2 hours. No, in America for 2 hours, and that was just because of the work visa, because the United States have no.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
The media visas.
Yeah, right.
Yes, Dan will be absolutely.
I will absolutely.
Yes.
The next one I think is really interesting. When I saw this at work, I thought about it. I got a couple of answers. Right, from Celtic Queen J.
Okay.
They ask, what would each or you have a specialist subject on Mastermind, and how well do you think you do in it? I think it's a brilliant question. I have a couple of subjects.
I probably have a couple of subjects too. They'd be really obscure and probably related to TV programs.
Yeah. I mean, because I was thinking you could say, movies or TV or video games, but it has to be more specific.
No, so mine would probably be, there are probably a few TV shows that would absolutely be my specialist subject.
Oh, so you'd pick a program as your specialist subject?
But a series, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that far. I thought in generalizing on that part, to be honest. But yeah, no, you're right, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or be really, really obscure and like things that are purple.
You can't do that.
No, so mine would possibly be, if it was coming into books, it would be the works of Arthur Conan Doyle.
Okay. Pick 3. Go on, because I got 3 in my head.
Okay. Works of Arthur Conan Doyle, because I probably know those books better than anything, like literary-wise, just because I've read them so many times. Again.
Yeah.
TV series, I would go probably the entire series 1 to 9 of Scrubs, because I probably know that better than anything.
Okay. I didn't expect that one, to be honest, but yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what the other one would be?
Go on.
It would probably be guitars and guitar equipment of the 1980s.
Do you know what? I thought about guitars as well.
Yeah. 1980s, especially.
Oh, nice. How well do you think you do with them, though?
I would do really, really well with the first 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had if I could pick the subject of Under Siege 1 and 2,
yeah,
no one would beat me. Yeah, I would do really, really well with the first 2. I'll confidently say that. I'd do pretty well with the third, but yeah, I think the first 2, those would be, yeah. What would yours be?
Right. So if we get, because like I didn't think of this until now, being more specific. I was going to say TV program stuff, but I'm going to say Lost, the entire series of Lost, and I would absolutely educate people how they weren't in purgatory. And right. I do movies the year they were released and the box office they gained in that year.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
And then my third one, I'd have to do video game Easter eggs. I know a lot of Easter eggs when it comes to video games over the years.
Depend on the years for me. I think going back before 2000, yes.
I know a lot about that stuff. One, because I found them, and others because I follow a lot of that kind of thing anyway, Easter egg stuff.
Yeah.
So that'd be mine.
Do you know what I'd actually be really good at as well?
Go on.
And it's one I share with probably another person, one of your mods actually, and that would actually be I think I'd be quite good at Icelandic and Norse mythology and history.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Just because there's not a lot. I'll say there's not a lot. There is in respect to what can be read.
I know quite a bit about Norse mythology, but there's no way I could pick a subject about it.
Oh yeah, I could definitely pick a subject.
Yeah.
Just because of the real obscurities in it. And myself, and I don't know if you mind me talking about it with one, and obviously Anna.
Yes, yeah.
we have the most obscure conversations about the most obscure things. And one of my favourite tales ever. Have you ever heard about the Mead of the Poets? And
Yes.
why you get good poets and bad poets?
Yeah. I don't know the full story, but I've heard of it, yeah.
So basically, Odin turned into a bird and he filled his face with mead as he stole it to go back, which gave you the gift of poetry. But basically, to cut a long story short, he shits out some wet farts, which is also mead. And then if a poet is bad or is a bad poet, they're said to have imbibed the shitty arse.
Oh, nice.
Basically, which is it's just got some of the most ridiculous things in, like Loki giving birth to a horse, and
Speaking of the same mods, do you know what I learned about the other? We'll get to the next question, though. But do you know what I learned about the other day? Alvin J. Quack. You know what?
Come on. No,
It's
no. I need to though.
it's an old kids cartoon from I think it was the early 90s.
Wait, I think she sent me this.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
she has. Yeah,
And it's about a duck whose friend was called Dolph.
yeah.
This was in the Netherlands, and the friend was called Dolph, and basically he was a version of Adolf Hitler
Yes,
in a kids' cartoon. And then we were slightly fascist. It's great. I learned about that the other day. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
I learned some really great stuff from her, and some that makes me go, whoa.
Yes.
I didn't need to know it, but I'm kind of glad I did.
Yeah. Right. On to the next question. I do want to hear you, because I got a specific one to add to their question, right? I've lost it. Where is it? From Kells Bells. I want to know what Purple's take on the UFO saga.
UFO saga, as in
UFOs in general. But I'm going to get specific on my own end now. Hang on.
I was gonna say you know my take on UFOs.
Go on.
Like on whether or not we've actually seen a UFO.
Yeah.
I, as to yet, don't believe so.
See, I don't either, and it hurts me to say, because
Yes, that's why I think it's trepidation.
I know.
I would love to, and I just haven't seen anything again, like my thing with ghost footage and whatnot. I haven't seen anything compelling enough to change my mind.
No, me neither. And the thing is, right? Sorry, I'm trying to find a photo. I want to show you.
Did you see the Corridor Crew guys get that guy who was like, "This is not the same footage. You lot are idiots," and they literally put it on top of it. They did a top to top.
Oh, of the UFO, you mean? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw it.
Like, they broke down his argument in such an eloquent, wonderful, and intelligent way.
Yeah.
And that was what was meant to be some of the most compelling UFO evidence of all time.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this in Discord. I'm going to put this in Discord.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Discord, yeah.
Oh, it means I'm going to send it to you because I'm going to screw the screen up 1 second.
Let's save the
Right, so I'm going to include it in the middle of the screen as well, but I want you to look at it, right? So I made a video about this yesterday, but you can see the what I've sent you now. No?
I can. While we're talking, I'm actually... So just bear with me.
Go on.
Bear with me. Go on, Karen.
Yeah, so this orb was apparently... We're going on, about the question about UFOs now. Because I'm not a fan of orbs at all.
Yeah.
I think mostly they're stars zoomed in and sparkling through the Earth's atmosphere. They're either bugs really close to the lens or something like that.
Yeah.
But this one is from a guy called Chris Bledsoe. And apparently he's an expert in UFO, UAP, and orbs. And he posted this picture a couple of days ago. He says he has 4K video. Nobody's seen that 4K video. I've only seen the grainy shit. And apparently I know. And apparently in a couple of frames of the footage, those numbers or letters appear. Can you see them?
Yes.
Now, do you think, here's my question to you. Do you think it's an artifact, as in artifacting, or a piece of encoding because he took it from an Apple Pro phone? Or do you think it's been edited? You've created.
I have the strangest feeling. Do you know those illusion images.
Oh yeah. Like
You-
the magic eye.
The like a magic eye, but like you get them all over social media. Like, would you believe that both sides of this circle are the same?
I got you. Yeah.
And you put your finger in the middle.
the symmetry.
think-
Yeah.
That I don't actually think that writing changes color at all.
Okay. Oh, I see what you mean now.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the more I shift through the hue barrier, it doesn't really change its tonality, does it? It's always visible because it shouldn't be. It should be less visible at one end of the spectrum.
I know what you mean. Yeah. So do you think it's manipulated?
If it's manipulated, why is he written C3PO in it? Because that's what it kind of looks like. He's just written C3PO. I mean, what is it? What is it theorized for it to say?
They don't know. It was. I saw it on the internet randomly the other day, and it's from this guy called Chris Bledsoe, and apparently he's a grifter.
Right.
But his others say he's an expert in orbs and UAPs, UFOs, and all that jazz. And he puts countless videos up of orbs. And like I said, I've seen the video of this one, the actual video. He says he's got a 4K version. He hasn't uploaded that version at all. He's only uploaded the most grainiest shit I think I've ever seen. And the orb in the orb in the video is that big. So this is an extremely zoomed in still image. And apparently in the few frames of the video, these letters or numbers, whatever they are, appear. Now I watched this, only the grainy video, unfortunately. I can't see the numbers or letters appear at all in that video. Like I said, he says he has a 4K version. He hasn't uploaded it yet. I'm going to say it's manipulated myself. There's a reason people do these things.
Yes, there
to
is.
gain notoriety and be special.
There's just some things, when you look at something, it just looks a bit, you're just like, there's something not computing there.
Yeah.
It's at such low resolution.
Exactly, that's the problem. But this is what's flying around the internet at the moment. I think he was just filming. I'm not sure if it was him filming or not, but in the actual video I've seen, I think he's just filming a star, which is flashing and refracting through the atmosphere.
Yeah. And the thing
and don't forget, he's zooming in on cameras, digital cameras as well, is never a good thing.
With the whole AI and the way Photoshop does things now, to make things very difficult, you can literally now just put any writing on top of anything and ask it to there's an auto blend with that.
Yeah, blender. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and there you go. We've got something that looks like it was always there.
Yeah, this goes back to my thing. I always say you can't believe anything you see on the internet these days.
No. It does look a little suspicious, and the fact that hue doesn't shift at all.
Yeah,
and even if it was on one frame, it was still. It's one of my things that I love to talk about is dynamic range.
Yeah,
and the value, like the values of whites and blacks in a video image is a lot of the time enough to tell you whether something's real or fake.
Yeah,
because if something is a different shade of white to everything else in the image, or a different shade of black to the darkest part of the image, then you're only left with one possible outcome, that it's not meant to be there and it's been put there.
So your final verdict is bollocks.
Well, I don't believe under any circumstances there's anything paranormal to do with that.
No.
I do believe that there is some kind of light refraction there, because it does follow the spectrum as it's meant to when you shift the hue from its 50 point down to minus and plus. So it shifts all the way through the spectrum, which would generally indicate that is light. It's in the glass rather than a piece of light reflecting off the glass onto another one. So yeah, it's probably just a smudgy little reflection.
Okay, cool.
But someone's put some writing on top of. That would be my guess.
Cool. We don't know at this juncture, unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah.
For our final subject, because we're going on now. Stranger Things.
I'm going to let you go first.
Right. Well, no, I'm going to ask you a question first.
Okay.
Do you think...
What am I going to say?
Do you think it had a good ending?
No.
No? Explain yourself.
I thought it was very predictable.
In what way, though?
To the point that the moments that... We're doing spoilers here.
Yeah, of course you are, yeah. It's been out now for almost a week.
Callie died. I turned to Amy and I said, there is going to be a point here where he's going to say that death is faked.
Oh, really?
He's going to put out an illusion.
I didn't predict that.
I literally said that exact thing, and then it happened, and I give her a little fist bump.
Oh, okay. I didn't predict that at all. I to be honest, I thought Callie was going to double cross him, and she's working for Vector. That's what you thought.
Yeah. I think the problem with it was they were far too scared to kill anybody off.
Well, the thing is, right, because I know what you're saying, because a lot of people are saying, I can't believe nobody died, right? And I get what they're saying, but at the same time, I never expected this to go the way of Game of Thrones myself. You know, because it's an adult show, but at the same time, it's a kid's show as well. I know it's kids in it. It doesn't mean it's a kid's show.
See,
but
now you've said that, I would... But again, I think that's the generational side of us. That would have been a kid's show for us.
Yeah, that's true. But what I mean is,
my sons have no interest, like them and all their mates have no interest in it whatsoever.
What's wrong?
No, exactly. But anywhere from age 8 to this, I just think back to what I was watching then.
Yeah,
The Explorers, Batteries Not Included, E.T., Close Encounters. It was this, and I think it involved. I think what it did well played on to people like us and our love for the nostalgia.
Oh, absolutely. For the record, I think I was okay with the ending. I was all right. There's some things I would have preferred to be a bit different, but I was all right with the ending.
I hated the entirety of the final season.
Did it really? I do. Right, I'll tell you a couple of things I weren't a fan of in the final season. I think they lost the spooky atmosphere. You go back to the original, the first series is a good example. That was bang on horror, if you ask me. The first season.
Nightmare on Elm Street, and then Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Yeah, it was really. Yeah. The first season I think was really good. It wasn't terrifying horror, but it was horror at its core. But then this one,
Netflix always do that, and I challenge you to prove me wrong.
Let me explain.
Haunting of Hill House.
Go on. I love that. I love that.
Outright horror. Started out as an outright horror.
Yeah.
Ended as a love story.
It did. I love horror.
Haunting of Bly Manor. Started out as an outright horror. How did it end? Love story.
Yeah. But that is based on the book, mind. In fact, both of them were based on books. Thinking about it.
I haven't seen Fall of the House of...
I've watched that, again, based on a book, I believe. And I really enjoyed Fall of House, Sasha. And you are right.
It's Netflix for yeah.
You are right. Yeah, it starts off as horror, then becomes a love story. But like I said, they are based on books. They are. House on Haunted Hill, I've seen that about 5 times. I love that series. I love it.
Yeah, it was a great series. I just felt so much... Just like, if you're going to give me horror, give me horror.
Yeah. But this was my criticism with the final season of Stranger Things. You go back to the first season, it was pure horror, with 80s nostalgia. You go to the second, it was horror. Third, it started going into the more goofy comedy ridiculousness. The fourth, it went a little bit back to the horror for me. And then the fifth, there was no horror. It was just an action set pieces.
I have a theory behind this.
Go on.
We will start it as I did with Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. First Nightmare on Elm Street was a really good fucking horror film.
Yeah.
Didn't have much of a budget.
No. Oh, yeah, I know you're going to say no. Yeah.
Right? Then let's look at another film exactly the same. Was Insidious.
Yes.
Literally ran out of budget.
I know.
While making it.
Yeah.
Was a brilliant horror film.
Brilliant horror film. I was not a fan of the later films.
The first series, the as I call him, the Semigorgon, the Demigorgon, was a dude in a suit.
Yep.
Because they couldn't afford the visual effects.
Yeah.
I think the less money you have, the more effort you have to put in.
Well, that's why John Carpenter films are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he always has low budgets. Yeah. The Fog, The Thing.
Yeah.
All low budget stuff,
Paranormal Activity. Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
We can go on and on.
Yeah.
The moment you give them a budget, it all goes to shit.
I agree. I agree on that. You give them too much of a budget. Yeah. No, I totally agree. And like I said, in the final season of Stranger Things, I think they lost the horror aspect of it and it became an action movie, basically.
It did, yeah, because
they had more money to throw
into Groot. For God's sake. He even got Groot on.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I never thought of that until you just said he did turn into Groot. Speaking of ending, what do you think of the ending? The very ending, I mean.
What the fact? The fact that we're like, oh, it's almost finished. Press the button on the remote, and it's like there's another like 45 minutes. What is gonna happen? Nothing. Nothing happened.
Do you believe? That's what I'm asking, Pablo. Do you believe?
Do I believe? Oh yeah, she's absolutely alive.
Yeah.
They've definitely kept her alive. For two reasons. Number one, they've got a plan forward going for the.
Just in case they need to bring them back when they're in their 30s and 40s or something, is it?
Let's be honest. Netflix are all about money.
It's absolutely coming back.
It will, like, we know there's a spin-off TV show coming.
Yeah.
We know the Stranger Things 85 coming.
Yeah.
They will come back at some point. I've actually said to Amy, I think it will come back. And it will, because of their age, and it'll come back when they're at their actual age, and it'll be like in 2000s.
Yeah,
like that.
I agree. I definitely think they're going to come back in a couple of years' time.
Yeah,
and
100, like without a doubt.
Because
Netflix wouldn't let that IP go. Because she's alive in the other version of the ending.
Which version?
So they actually.
Oh,
they've actually confirmed that there was another version of the ending where she's at the table playing with them.
Yeah, no, I know, but right, they pissed me off a bit. Right, the Duffer Brothers. I like I said, I was okay with the ending. I was totally fine with the ending. I'm glad. I do think she's alive. I believe, right?
Yep.
But I'm glad they didn't kill her off and make Mike completely miserable and Hopper completely miserable. Because that would have been...
Wait. Let's backtrack a minute. Let's backtrack. You're glad they didn't make Mike completely miserable.
Well...
That's his entire...
No, sorry. Yeah, I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. They are miserable because they... Yeah. No, sorry. What I mean...
He's a miserable shit throughout that entire show. No. He can't do any other emotion. She had to spit in his face to make him cry.
I thought, was it in Finn Wolfhard at the end? I thought he acted his little bloody heart out myself. I thought he's pretty good right at the end.
I think we could just go full circle, and I think his name should be Tree because he was that wood.
But no, I don't think they could have gone to like kill people off at the end. Myself, I don't think they could have gone to Game of Thrones treatment with that show because I
wanted more Argyle.
Oh yeah.
Loved Argyle. Wanted Argyle. Why didn't Murray get a closeout? I mean, that dude was single-handed responsible for saving them so many times.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, all right? So, see, we're all over the place now. We're not sticking to a thing at the moment. Because what we should say, that at the end of the Stranger Things, that they kill Vecna. You know, they kill Vecna, they get rid of the Mind Flayer, they release all the kids, and then it flash forwards 18 months. And it's graduation day, basically, for the kids who are now, like, young adults. They're graduating from, is it high school or university? I think it's high school.
Yeah, high school.
And you see all the people who were involved, they have happy endings, except for Mike and Jim Hopper. Because obviously Jim Hopper's surrogate daughter's disappeared and Mike's love of his life has disappeared.
And now he's got to live with Will, who just spends all his time crying.
Well, no, Will's off hopping bars. They already showed that.
The older brother who can only run sideways.
Sideways, brilliant. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, he can only want to run sideways. But no, basically, I do believe she's alive. Not for like monetary value, but for story plot value reasons. I do think she's alive. And I think I would have preferred it if she was downstairs playing D&D with them, to be honest with you. But I think that would have been the better option. But if they had killed people off, I think it would have been even bigger uproar than it is now for that show, if they'd killed people off.
Not if you'd have killed people off who deserved it.
No, but none of the kids deserved it. Come on. I know you don't like some of them, but...
No, you make it out like I hate kids. I just didn't like...
No, I'm talking about the group.
Like, you could have killed Will off. Wasn't a problem. But then there would have been an uproar of, oh, you killed the only gay.
Exactly. You can't kill the only gay dude in the show.
So you couldn't have killed Will off for that reason. You couldn't have killed Max off, being the only ginger. You couldn't have killed Lucas off because he's the only black character apart from...
For me, right, Max in that entire final season seemed like the main character to me.
Max was by far the best actor.
She was given the more story development and almost screen time in that entire final season.
I don't know why the insistence on Holly Wheeler. I don't think she was a strong enough character
I think it's just because she was part of the Wheeler family, basically. And, they need, I think...
You could have killed Nancy. She was dressed as Rambo, for crying out loud. She even had his hair.
She did.
She had his perm.
But no, I think if they had killed people off in the final episode, because I thought Steve was going to die when he's falling off the tower. I thought, oh shit, you're actually going to do it. Yeah. But then he got caught by Sideways Man.
Yeah. And I like the fact we don't know the risk. Jonathan.
That's it,
Jonathan.
But no, I think if they killed it off, I think they would have been no. Remember when Game of Thrones ended? Do you remember what happened when Game of Thrones ended, Purple?
I only ever managed to watch 2 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Right, I'm deleting you off my friends list. But anyway,
I couldn't watch it.
But no, I loved Game of Thrones. I watched every single episode. I was there for the beginning of every single episode of every single season.
There were certain shows that I hated, and everyone hates me for them. Game of Thrones. No. Vikings.
I've never seen it.
Sons of Anarchy.
Never seen it.
Really sorry, Dan, but Lost.
Yeah, you're wrong on that one.
Well, I haven't actually watched any episodes of Lost.
But anyway,
Amy does want to watch. I'm not saying we'll watch.
You should watch it for your darling wife, honestly.
I will.
But yeah, anyway, when Game of Thrones ended, there was millions upon millions of people around the world who put out a petition to rewrite season 8 and refilm season 8. Now, whoever thought that was ever going to happen in a billion years is ridiculous. Right.
But the Stranger Things fans think it's already been done and think there's...
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that now, yeah, the conformity gate. Yeah, because when you messaged me about that earlier on, I thought, yeah, I've looked into it, but I haven't looked too much into it. But yes, I know exactly what you're talking about now. And, yeah, so basically, like, if you didn't like the ending, there's a lot of uproar online about the end of Stranger Things, right? And people are thinking that it's this conformity gate hashtag.
Yep. I must say, this is the most convincing one they've ever.
Well, since you messaged me earlier about it, I've looked into it. I see what some people mean, but it is ridiculous to think another episode is going to be shadow dropped tomorrow on the 7th because it's Orthodox Christian bloody holiday. It's ridiculous. I think it's utterly ridiculous. That was the end. You're not gonna no fan or audience member is ever gonna change that. That was the end.
What would be the point? It would be my question. What would be the point of another episode where you have to play out the whole story of the finale all over again?
I have said this before, and I've said this leading up to the final season of Stranger Things. I hate it when the only time it's worked, I'll get to when it's worked now, right? But I hate it when TV shows or movies have this entire story arc throughout seasons, maybe a movie, whatever, and they get to the end, they win or lose, whatever, right? They lose or whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh no, wait, we can go back in time and change everything so it never happened, or it was a dream, or it was a vision. Like, what was that shit show, which I never watched, but I know of it, Twilight.
We would have known that was coming with Endgame because of the time heist, with going back to fix everything.
They didn't fix everything.
Yeah.
They just replaced the stones.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't count. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't count because they didn't fix it. They didn't reset anything. They didn't fix anything. What happened. So I was always in camp. If they did with the Stranger Things, if they did the reset thing, I would have despised the ending of that show. I hate the resets. I hate resets in any... I think resets, using time travel, visions, dreams, I think it's the laziest shit you can do when it comes to story writing and storytelling, sorry. And I was dreading it, thinking they were going to do that. Because people are like, oh, it could be a dream, it could be the time travel. They're hinting at time travel. I'm glad they didn't. So if tomorrow they drop this shadow episode... right? Where it was all in Vecna's head. He was casting a vision to fool them, and this is the real ending. It'd be the worst program in history for me. I'd hate it.
Yeah, because it would undermine.
It undermines story arcs. It undermines character development. This is why I don't like that stuff. When something reset.
I don't think they'll. I can't see there's a chance in hell of them doing it.
There's no chance in hell that's going to happen. The ending happened. That's my belief. If I'm going to put this episode out tomorrow, if bloody Stranger Things drops after that, I'll be fuming. I want a final score of Stranger Things season 5 from you.
Out of 10,
Out of 10, yes.
3.
Wow. Fair play. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
You give it an 8 out of 10. Let's go for fairness here. So
Wow.
that would mean that series 1 for you must have been a 10 out of 10.
Close. Yeah.
So 9 out of 10.
Mm.
But you said series 1 was better than series 4, which means series
No.
Series 5.
Series 1 was better than Series 2. Series 3. What was Series 3? I can't bloody remember. That was the shopping mall and stuff, wasn't it? I enjoyed that one. Series 2, I was not a fan of. Series 4, I really enjoyed. That was the one with Eddie in it.
That's broken your ranking system now.
My ranking system don't make sense anyway. I'm just giving the final verdict on the final season. I'm sticking to an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I'm going on this final season alone and how the ending ended for me. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me and probably agree with you more actually on this. Yeah.
Hashtag Team Purple. We can do hashtags in the comments.
Yeah, but yes, let me know in the comments who you're team with. Team Purple or Team Me.
Remember, you're on his channel.
No, take my channel out of it and give us. I want your honest opinion. We're all about honest opinions here. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So if you're Team Purple, don't say anything. No, I'm joking. No. Let me know in the comments. Are you Team Purple or Team MrGrey? Let me know when it comes to Stranger Things. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I think we sort of stuck on topic. Sort of. We never do. Right.
But I would like to say to anyone who's made it this far, anything they would like us to talk about next time.
Yes.
And then what we'll do is we could use one of your wheels. We could put them all into one of your wheels.
That's a damn good idea, actually. Yes, and just spin it as we go as we start recording. Yeah, that's a damn good idea.
Doesn't matter what the subject is, as obtuse as you want to be.
So we can't research it.
Normal.
Yeah, we can't research it. We just go off the cuff, as they say.
Yeah, that'd be quite a good idea.
Anyway, you can find Rob, Mr. Pop. First time I've ever called you Rob, or second time maybe. I know.
You were telling me off then.
You can find Rob, aka Mr. Popple, aka Tripwrecked, at Tripwrecked on YouTube. And if you're listening to this on the Audible or whatever, you can find me at World of MrGrey. I was going to say my old bloody YouTube name, man. Mr. Grey's Gaming. No, you can find me at World of Mr. Grey. World of MrGrey. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, Popple. Always a pleasure, and I really enjoyed it.
Always nice to be here.
It's always brilliant. You got to wave out now, Popple. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining in and just commenting if you have. Remember, comment down below which team you are on when it comes to the final season of Stranger Things. Anyway, bye for now.
Bye for then.
Still weird.